If you look at the names of various cities, towns, and places here in the Pacific Northwest, you'll find that some of them are named after native plants. Camas and Wapato, for example, are named after plants that were once abundant in the area.
Many of the plants aren't easy to find anymore, but a local tribe is working to change that. Fox 12's Anna Katayama has more on the story.
I probably didn't know about camas till I was 17.
Grand Ronde tribal member Joseph Ham says he and his father grew up with little knowledge of the foods and plants that were staples of his tribe's culture.
It's kind of like a feeling of, maybe at first, like a sadness, like I should be knowing that. And then now that I have a child of my own, it's like that is not going to be severed.
In 1954, Congress passed the Western Oregon Termination Act. It stripped the Grand Ronde tribes of their federal recognition and their land. Many were forced to move, and cultural traditions were lost. But the tribes regained federal recognition during the 1980s. And now, tribal members like Joseph are working to bring back some of what was lost.
These leaves you can use pretty much like a Neosporin almost. If you have a wound, they work like an antibiotic.
Joseph Ham and Jeremy Oyua run a nursery for the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde. It is filled with plants native to Oregon and significant in tribal culture.
The yellow flower over here is goldenrod. It has some traditional and medicinal uses as well.
There's camas, a bulb similar to a potato with a purple flower that tribal elders say used to cover the Willamette Valley in oceans of purple. Yampa is a native carrot. Pacific willow is used for pain relief, much like aspirin. And tarweed has seeds harvested for food. The Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde started this nursery in 2014 with just a couple of raised beds and about 5 species of plants. It now has multiple beds, a shade house, and experience growing some 50 different species of native plants.
And every year we're trying new species that we're learning about.
Kids and tribal members have found joy in coming to the nursery to learn about these culturally significant plants. They take seeds and cuttings to plant in their own yards. But now, demand for the plants is growing.
It is really hard to find a lot of these just in regular nurseries. The tribes is really kind of at the forefront of understanding how to get these to grow well.
The U.S. Forest Service and Oregon Parks and Recreation Department have taken interest in what the tribe is doing. They're hoping to use plants from the nursery for restoration projects on state and federal land.
In the restoration world, the demand for native plant seed, plants, and roots outweighs the amount that's available.
The Forest Service is seeking out plants that will support pollinators and increase diversity in the forest.
Each plant and animal is playing its own role, but each one, no matter how small, is very important. The collaboration with the tribes is really important for us. Getting things back to the way that they were before, diversifying an ecosystem to build resilience within the system itself is really end goal.
The nursery is growing and blossoming, though as we head into the fall and winter months, you might not notice.
The nursery right now might look a little empty or dead right now, but you know, all the bulbs right now are resting, and it's kind of like just as a people experiencing the same thing of, you know, through colonization, termination, we've kind of been in hibernation, and it's kind of like maybe we're seeing like a spring and blossoming out here.
Other tribes across the United States have also started nurseries, and the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde is collaborating with them in efforts to restore tribal culture, improve ecosystems, and restore native species of plants. In studio, Anna Katayama, Fox 12 Oregon.